What's up? This is Danny G, Caskets Fab Shop. Today I want to drop a little video about my 32 Ford two-door sedan. It's kind of a mixture between traditional and a little custom. It's kind of just my style. I kind of threw a little bit of my touch into it. I actually acquired this car from a friend of mine probably about, I don't know, maybe 15-20 years ago. Anyways, it sat in his yard for about 12 years. He was supposed to finish it for me, and it never happened. So I ended up taking the car in and just starting to build it on my own, learning how to do this stuff on my own. I always wanted to learn how to build one of these cars. I grew up building lowriders. I had no clue how to build one of these cars. But I watched a lot of videos, learned a lot, had fun building it. It's been a long journey. It's been done for probably about 10 years. It still needs some glass in it, but other than that, it's drivable. Another thing about it is my buddy, he's a good guy. I'm still friends with him. You know, stuff happens. He's a busy dude. He's got a lot of shit on his own plate. And I'm kind of glad that it worked out the way it did, because I can say I built the damn thing. But on the other hand, when I got it back, there was a lot of things I was not happy with. My frame was, the chassis was, it was off. It was crooked. It's a hand-built chassis. The motor mounts were off. There was a lot of suspension problems in the back, a lot of suspension parts in the front that were wrong, and I had to replace them and fix them so it would work right for me. But you know, I'm not talking shit, but you know, some people may build them a certain way, and me being a new builder, from what I read and understand with this style of car, I had to build it a certain way. So I'm not saying it was wrong, it just needed to be changed a little bit. So anyway, to get back at it, this here is my 1932 Ford two-door. I'm not a fan of rat rods. So with this car itself, I tried to do a style that was steel suede, but had a touch of like chrome and, you know, a little bit of the 60s era and 70s hot rod. It's got its touches of everything on it. You know, it's got the 32 chopped grill shell on it, you know, 32 axle. It's got the 46 Ford juice brakes, 36 Ford wheels, I believe. Those caps were custom made by the dude I bought them from. He actually put some beehives on the original wide 5 hubcaps. So it's pretty cool, a little different. You know, it's got electric fan on it. I had some heating issues for the longest time. I decided to put some electric fans on it, and it works cherry. Finally, I can enjoy this thing. I just wish I would be able to drive it a little bit more. Got the Cadillac cover on the top there. Casket Customs, that's what my buddies used to call me. I kind of recently just decided to go with Caskets Fab Shop, because I fab a lot of stuff. You know, I tinker around in my garage. I'm a garage builder, you know. I don't claim to be nothing big, but, you know, this is just what I do on my own for myself, sometimes customers. But, you know, this car was a dragster in the 50s, so it's got that real heavy chop to it. You know, I got a little bit of a pinstriping from Elroy, 32 plate. You know, yeah, it's a Ford, but it has a Chevy motor in it. I love them flatheads, but I know nothing about them. So with this car, actually, instead of, even though it sits low, the frame has been underslung on it. With it being underslung, it allows me to put a small back seat in there. Big enough to put an ice chest or whatever, but you can't really sit back there too much. So here it is, guys. Upholstery was done by Al's on Central. Damn good upholster, but he ain't cheap, I'll tell you that. So a little bit here. Got my dashboard. It's got the flake in it. Kind of going with the lowrider theme. A couple little accessories from like the 40 bombs. You know, a little bit of billet here and there. It's got that custom drop axle. Shifter, I want to say it was Low Car Genie, I don't know, one of those, but it's a custom one. I had to be on a waiting list for this shifter for probably 2 years before I was able to buy it. But it's brand new steering column. I went ahead and left my transmission visible, some pinstriping and candy painted. It's really neat, man. Little cool car. I wish I'd get it out a little bit more. I guess now it's doing this channel, I'll definitely make sure I try to get that out and we can cruise, you know. Car's not perfect, you know, it was my first little hot rod, but it's badass. I mean, I say so. You don't like it, I mean, some people don't care for these cars. I just got into these because everybody in Albuquerque's got lowriders, which I love too. I'm going to be building me a 61 Parkwood wagon here pretty soon. Full chrome undercarriage, juiced up. And I'm definitely going to produce that on this channel for you guys. But yeah, look at this baby. You know, possibly for sale. I mean, everything has a price, don't it? It ain't gonna be cheap, but you know, it goes, and it's loud, runs clean. You know, it's a motorcycle with doors. It's a little rough in there sometimes. It sits so low. You know, it's got the bias ply tires on it, so yeah. Anyways, everything was built in this garage right here. All this garage. Custom gates there from my parents. I'm gonna throw some of those out on my channel as well. But yeah, little custom garage I got going on here. Just my little home garage. You know, pretty soon here I'll be able to show you guys my shop outside that's getting built. I'm getting built a good sized shop. It's probably about a 4-car garage. But by the time I put all my tools and my tables and all that in there, I'll probably be able to fit maybe 2 cars in it. Which is still good enough for me to work. I mean, this will be my man cave now. I'll clean this garage out. I'll bring you guys along for that as well. You know, painting it, doing the floors, maybe do some epoxy flooring or something. And this will be my little man cave just to park my hot rod in it and my wife's car. And my other garage is where we're going to get down. We're going to build some stuff. And I'm going to show you guys how I do it. You know, I'm self-taught. I don't claim to be some professional builder. I do it with minimal tools. And I've been doing it a long time. And I'm not afraid to show you guys how I do it. You know, I'm going to drive this around and you see it, you know, so it's not like I'm trying to say that someone does my work for me, because I have everything to show you. I've done this on my own. I have a few cars that I've outsourced some things to my friends, a couple trade work. You know, sometimes with this shop, like right now, my 40 Chevy, my shop going up, I don't have time for my car, but I'd rather something get done on it than it sit there and rot. The summertime's coming and I want to get that thing painted. So I let my friend Sebastian do my engine work right now. That's where my car's at. I want to give you guys a video about that too. But he's getting my LS all together, wired and running for me. And I also want to give a shout out to Joe's shop. Chris and Joe, they're badass. Good guys, good friends with them. I love going and kicking it at their shop. So a little bit about that 40 coupe that I'll show you guys on the next video is I bought it from a friend of mine. I actually traded my Harley for it and ended up making another trade to buy this coupe from another friend of mine. And the cool thing about it is I brought it home and it sat in my yard. All because I wanted to build the whole thing on my own and I couldn't do it because I was trying to build a shop. So I had to outsource it. I said, I can't sit here and look at this car. I gotta get something done on it, because if not, I'm gonna sell it. So what did I do? Called up Joe and Chris. They said, yeah, man, bring it down. I brought it down. They did a full chop on it. They mocked up my LS for me. They did all my floor pans, my C-notch, my bags, my brakes. They did all kinds of stuff for me. And I originally took it for the chop. And as it was there, I'm like, my shop's still not ready. Can you guys just throw the bags in and do the framework? You know, my shop's still not ready. Can you guys mock up my motor? You know, my shop's still not ready. Can you guys, you know, so pretty much they got a lot of work done for me. I got way ahead of the game. You know, it took a couple years, but shit's, it's not easy work, you know, and I'm glad they did it. You know, I want to, you know, have their name on my car as well. You know, when I'm done with it and I do my paint and body work, you know, I'll give the credit to everybody that deserves it. definitely, you know, we all work as a team in this state, you know, and we all build stuff together, and friends, family, and that's one thing, you know, on this channel, you know, I want to promote things for my friends, and I hope they promote for me as well. So anyways, I hope you guys liked my video on my 32. I know it was a short one, but she's a beauty.